Immigration. I definitely think our county needs to do something a lot harder on immigration. I'd like to look at this Henderson County model and see what we can do to copy it. My son's a police officer in Charlotte. I rode with him one night on Saturday night. He got a call that there was a person driving recklessly through a single-family neighborhood. We drove up there, and Brad had the big lights on. This is about 2 o'clock in the morning. He got out of the car, and this guy was in the middle of an intersection with his hands down, and it was dark, and my son said, "Get your hands up on the steering wheel where I can see them." The guy did, and you guys, here's my son, this police officer, and I'm sitting in the car just, what's going to happen next? Well, anyway, Brad starts walking towards him. The guy drops his hands real quick. Brad reached for his gun, and he said, "I said, get your hands up." The guy brought him back up. Brad goes over there and gets him out of the car. He's drunk. He's driving illegally. He has no driver's license and is an illegal alien. Now, what if my son had been shot by this person? It could have happened. I was sitting there thinking, am I going to watch my son have to make a split-second decision on whether to defend himself or not? So I got a real problem with when I hear these citizens groups want attacking the police and want to look over their shoulder, I got a real problem with that. And I'm going to go after illegal immigration just as hard. I think we should have district elections. I think we could use the model of using the school board districts. I personally think we should have 7 commissioners instead of 5. The budget's about 3 times bigger than the cities, so why not have it? And let each school district have its own representative. You all know and I know that the county has to feel disenfranchised because of the fact that they're hardly represented by, I think, one. Now, I think we have another commissioner that has moved to Fairview, but she just did that recently. So we need better representation. Finally, I just want to say a couple of things, and I'm going to shut up. I need your support, and I need your prayers, because it's not going to be easy for a person with an R behind their name to get elected anything around here. I'm fortunate enough to have good friends who support me, and my wife, Sandra, she's had eye surgery, so that's why she's wearing the sunglasses. But I'm going to need your help. We're having signs delivered next week, and I hope some of you can find a good, safe place to put them and ride herd on them and protect them. Put them in a legal place. A lot of our people we're running against can't seem to follow the law. One other thing I want to do, and I'll be quiet, is I'm really tired of our state delegation trying to tell the city and the county what to do all the time. We have to always beg them for everything. This thing with the Civic Center, this thing could be settled tomorrow if we could raise a room tax of 2 or 3 cents. And, of course, they're not going to do it. I went to Raleigh 5 years ago and had an interesting meeting with Martin Nesbitt. Martin's a big guy. And I walked right up to him and said, "Martin, why aren't you going to support a 2 or 3 cent room tax for the city to use to fix up the Civic Center?" He started tapping me on just right here saying, "I gave my word to them and I'm not going to break it." And I put my hand right back on his lapel and says, "You got to give me a better reason than that, Martin." So that's an issue. And one other thing, too, when the city and the county started talking about settling the water issue, folks, 40% of the county budget is paid by city taxpayers. Anything the county gives the city is extortion. Pure and simple. Why would the commissioners agree to take the Civic Center back and do this and do that to fix a Civic Center when there's a better way? I'm not going to go up there because I know the city real well. I respect a lot of the people that work there, actually. They're good people. But I'm not going to give county taxpayer dollars and city taxpayers dollars back to pay the city back for something they already own. There's got to be a better way, and I'll tell you what it is. The city council's wrong, and they need to change it. I don't blame the county for going to court over this water issue. I would have done the same thing if I'd been a commissioner. But we had a settlement. We had it worked out. I can't believe the city council wouldn't support this. Just don't charge outside water rates, and it's a done deal. So anyway, that's about all I've got to say. I'm happy to run with Mike and Don and John Carroll and Ron McKee and Steve Bledsoe. And if you folks want change, and I'm going to look right in the camera, if you want change, you got to vote for 3 of us. It can't be me or Mike or Don or John. It's got to be 3 of us. Nathan Ramsey needs help. And folks, if you're tired of your government, here's your chance. We're giving you a real choice. I hope you'll take it. Thank you.